Hi, hello, welcome back to the course on mechanical measurements. I am Nilambika N from the Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. I'll be delivering a lecture on Unit 2, that is transducer and strain gauges. Let's start a session 3. Before we go to the third session, we shall see what all we have saw in second session. So in second session, we have classified the transducers. We have defined the transducer actuating mechanisms, and we saw the types of actuating mechanisms. We saw some sample questions from these topics, and we conducted one test. We saw some multiple choice questions. So today we'll be seeing some topics in this session. The first thing we are going to see is voltage and current generating analog transducers and its types. Then we are going to see the self-generating analog transducer and its types. And then we are going to learn the concept of self-generating analog transducer. Next we are going to see variable and current generating analog transducer and types. The next we are going to see the concept behind the variable and current generating analog transducer. In this session also we will be seeing some sample questions that may be asked in the end examination. Then lastly we shall summarize whatever we have learning from this session. Then we shall go for the test, that is multiple choice questions. So I'll be dictating some questions to you, then you need to write down the answers. So let's start with the topic called voltage and current generating analog transducers. So we all in this type of transducers, it converts a input quantity into a electrical signal. So there are two types of transducers. They are self-generating analog transducer and variable and current generating analog transducer. So let's see what is self-generating analog transducer. In the last session we already defined this transducer. So it is a transducer where the input parameter is converted into the continuous signal, and it does not require external power source for this conversion. Example also we saw piezoelectric cell. Now let's see, in this type of transducer the voltage generated is because of the relative motion of the object and the magnetic field. There are some types of self-generating transducers. Number 1, single coil transducer. Next, 2 coil self-inductive transducer. The third, electrodynamic transducer. And the fourth, electrodynamic transducer for rotary motion. And the next, eddy current transducer. So these are some 5 types of self-generating transducers. So in this transducer, what is happening? The voltage which is generating as an output is because of the relative motion of the conductor and the magnetic field. Okay. Now let's see the concept of self-generating analog transducer. So I would like to explain the concept of single generating analog transducer with one simple diagram. So here we have a magnetic material. So this magnetic material is connected to one electrical circuit. So at the bottom of this magnetic material, another magnetic material we have which acts as a armature. So this armature is connected to the mechanical element which has to be measured. Now whenever the mechanical element moves or displaces, so this armature also moves. So when armature moves, the air gap between this magnet and this magnet will changes. Because of the air gap changes, there will be change in the inductance of the circuit. This change in the inductance of circuits induces an voltage. That voltage will be shown in this meter. As I said, it has a magnetic material connected to a circuit. At the bottom, one more magnet acts as an armature. A mechanical element whose displacement to be measured is connected to the armature, and then when the armature is moved, the air gap changes. When that air gap changes, it induces there will be change in the inductance, and that change in the inductance induces a voltage. Then the output meter will give the value of the mechanical movement. Here the mechanical movement is directly proportional to the voltage induced in the circuit. Now next we shall go to the variable and current generating analog transducer. So in previous session we already saw what is variable parameter analog circuitor. There the input variation is converted into the change in the inductance or change in the capacitance or change in the resistance. So then this in turn was converted into the voltage. For this conversion, it has needed an external power source. So here also in this transducer, external power source is required to energize the coil, and the inductance change was due to the motion of the object. There are 4 types of variable and current generating analog transducers. The number 1 was variable inductance transducer and air gap type inductance transducer, LVDT transducer and magnetostrictive transducer. These are 4 types of variable and current generating analog transducer. So the main difference between is for self-generating and variable generating analog transducer is, in that case we does not require any external source for the conversion, but in variable current generating analog transducer we are using an external power source for the conversion, to convert from change in the inductance into the voltage. The next we shall see the concept behind variable and current generating analog transducer. So I would like to explain this concept with one diagram. Here I am taking one non-magnetic material, a 2 coil which is wounded around the non-magnetic material and it is tapped at the center. Now the core is at the center. When the core is at the center, the inductance between these two will be 0. Suppose if the coil moves left side, the inductance in the L1 increases and the inductance in the L2 inductance. There will be change in the inductance. When a pressure is applied, what happens? We are seeing the change in the inductance. So now these two inductance we are connecting we are using these two inductance in a Wheatstone bridge circuit. So these two are energized by the external source energizer. So when there is coil moves this side, there will be change in the inductance. It will be converted into the voltage. It is shown in the meter. When this moves the right side, there will be change in the inductance in the L2 of the inductance, and that reading will be converted into the voltage. It will be shown in the meter. Now I already said when a pressure is applied, there will be changes in the position of the core, and this position of the core changes. Inductance of one coil increases and another decreases. The two inductance L1 L2 we are using in a bitstone as a circuit, and this is energized by an external source. The output bridge is proportional to the motion of the object. Now we shall see some sample questions from this session that they might be asked in the end examination. The first one is, what is self-generating analog transducer and list its types. Second one is, explain the concept of self-generating analog transducer. The third, what is variable and current generating analog transducer and list its types. Fourth, explain the concept of variable and current generating analog transducer. Now we shall summarize whatever we saw till now. First thing, we saw voltage and current generating analog transducers and its types. We saw these are the devices which converts an input parameter into an electrical signal. There are two types we saw. One is self-generating and non-self-generating transducers. In self-generating analog transducers, these are those in which input variation is converted into a continuous signal, and its types are first electrodynamic transducer and motion, eddy current transducer, single coil transducer, two coil self-inductive transducer. The next we saw the concept of self-generating analog transducer. We took a single by using a single coil. And the next we saw variable and current generating analog transducer and types. In variable and current generating analog transducer, here what's happening, the relative motion, voltage is generated because of the relative motion changes in the inductance, which was in turn converted into the voltage. This change in the inductance, to convert from change in inductance to the voltage, we are using an external power source. So the types are magnetostrictive transducer, LVDT transducer, we saw, etc. Next we saw the concept of variable and current generating analog transducer. We took by using two coil. We have explained the concept of variable and current generating analog transducer. So we saw some sample questions from this session. So we shall go for test. So I will be giving some multiple choice questions to you. You need to write down the answer. So let's start. The first question is, a transducer which requires external power source for conversion is called as variable and current generating analog transducer. Option B, self-generating analog transducer. Option C, pulse or frequency generating transducer. Option D, digital transducer. Which transducer requires external source for conversion? The solution is A, variable and current generating analog transducer requires external power source for conversion. We'll go to the next question. A transducer which does not require any external power source for conversion is called as variable and current generating analog transducer, self-generating analog transducer, pulse or frequency generating transducer, digital transducer. Write down your answer. The solution is B, self-generating analog transducer. This self-generating analog transducer does not require any external power source for conversion. With this, I would like to end up the session with a quote from Aristotle. He says, "The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet." Thank you.